We just took in a 2006 Winnebago Tour 40KD. It's a 40-foot triple slide diesel pusher with 68,000 miles that we're selling for 63 grand. Let's go give it a tour. Well, hello and welcome back to another RV walkthrough. As always, my name's Taylor Quayle. We're here at Padada RV Center in Tucson, Arizona, and today we get a look at a nice, clean, used diesel pusher. This is a 2006 Winnebago Tour 40KD. It's a triple slide out. It's got a 350 cat in it, just over 68,000 miles, and we're gonna give it a full exterior tour, check out all the compartments, then we'll jump inside and see what that has to offer. So we'll actually start on the passenger side here with the awning. You do have an electric awning for the door and your main patio awning. Up front we do have a 7,500 watt generator from Onan, and it's got this pretty cool little flip up door I'll show you in a second. Air compressor, you got windshield wiper fluid, no batteries in this area, they're all in the battery compartment. That just folds down like that. Overall, the exterior conditions is actually pretty good condition. You do have a little bit of spider cracking on some of the paint and then some of the clear coat going, and I'll point those out as they come along. But for something that's coming up on 20 years old, I'd say it's in pretty good condition. All right, so let's look at the tires. We got 295 75R 22.5s with a okay, that is 3820 for the day code, so coming up on 4 years old, give or take. Now this is on the Freightliner Evolution chassis, so it's a 4-bag system. You have no pass-through storages because the storage compartments are connected to the slide out. This first one actually has a TV. It used to be a much thicker TV. They upgraded it, put a flat screen there. You could tell, old style Jensen AM FM radio CD player. And then you got this storage right here, which are both connected. It does dip down a little bit further there. You have an awning rod for all your window awnings, a random little kind of storage drawer there, speakers and power hookup. Yeah, so pretty cool. Now this little compartment, I think actually was an option, but it has a little fold down compartment that closes up and pushes in. It's pretty nifty right there. To the right of that, central vac system. Oh, we do have, like I was saying, window awnings. We have 3 of them. They are all manual. They're all in good condition, and they have metal covers too, which is nice when they're closed up. Basement AC system. That's what all that condensation is. It's going to be a little loud back here with the engine running. You can hear it in all its glory. We got a 10K hitch down there, 7-pin connector. And then of course, it does have a ladder extension to get up on the roof with a backup camera. Let's go check out that roof. Better have your sunglasses ready. Be a pretty good tanning area. But here is the roof. Looks like a one-piece fiberglass. Got a little trickle charge for the solar satellite up front, air horns, single AC up top in addition to the basement. So pretty cool. Good upgrade. That vents for the bathroom, and then slide topper. And of course, top of your awning, that does also have a metal cover. All right, back on solid ground. I did end up shutting the engine off. It was just a little too noisy back here. Now you guys can hear me. There is the bedroom slide, and then you got your 2, of course, galley slides opposing up front. Exhaust for the furnace right there. 50 amp power cord, big ol' inverter. What do we got? 2,000 watt inverter in here. Looks like it's got satellite light and solenoids in there too. Docking light. There's that other window awning, and then the third one. As you can see, I think on this side the clear coat is right above the window awning. You can see it's starting to go. This whole area is actually pretty decent. A little bit of rust in the wet bay. What a surprise. A dump station, outdoor shower, napkin area. Big old propane tank. I'll put the capacity on the screen. An area to store a hose, and look how big of a hose you could put in there. My gosh. Oh, it does have an emergency shutoff too. Let's see how the paint looks behind here. A little bit of spidering right here, but actually looks good. All your doors look really good too. Very nice. Continuing on, just like the other side, all 3 of these are connected. Not nearly as deep as the other side. It doesn't have the little extra give in there, but still pretty nice. Decent sized storage. Fuel fill both sides. I think there's 100 gallon on here. I could be wrong. And then solenoids, more solenoids. Does have side cameras and a backup camera, obviously we saw that. That paint, and then this corner right here. The front looks good. You know, we already looked at kind of that little bit of spidering, but surprisingly enough, that top cap looks pretty good too. Usually that's where they start going with the clear coat first. Then overall, on the passenger side, I guess let's double check behind the compartments. Oh, looks good. Oh, I wonder what's in there. Right here, a little bit of sun right there under that window. Probably had it in covered parking with the back end exposed a little bit. As you can see, a little bit up there too. But overall, as I said, for something coming up on 20 model years old, not too shabby. We got 2 exterior steps that come out automatically when you open the door. We do have a screen door too, as you can see there, and it does have the little slider if you want to keep the bugs out. Get that reattached. Now, right when we walk in, there's no drawers or anything. We do have a step cover. We do have the classic Winnebago two-way radios. My gosh, I was gonna say speakers. Look, all 4 there. How often do you see one of these older Winnebagos with all 4 audio box two-way radios there? It took me forever to figure out what this light is for, or this button. It's the awning light. Whew. And then we got ceiling light, door, more light control. You can actually lock and unlock your door directly from here. Same thing with compartments. Awning selector door, obviously both electric, auxiliary power, and entry step. All right, let's jump inside where it's nice and cool. It's like 104 in Tucson today. I am already sweating like crazy. Here's your first look at the galley area. But first, let's look up front. So, over to the left, I got part of the sun visor up. Sun visors for the first 3: mirror heat, mirror control, Allison 3000 series transmission, battery boost, exhaust brake, single stage. It does have air horns. Surprisingly enough, that was an option. Docking lights, fog lights, regular lights. Does have a smart wheel with cruise control. I think it was 68,032. 68,024. Now, regular horn. Air horn? Very cool. All right. Freightliner chassis, like I said, smart wheel. I think this is for your regular old radio over here. Backup camera, which, there we go. But that's still hard to see with the slide out and on my screen. But showing you your blind spots all the way down the left and right. Generator start and stop. We're at a quarter tank. I already ran out of gas, but that thing does work pretty great. And you got radio power, engine house, speakers, TV radio. Once again, more locks. Now let me step back a little bit so I can show you this. Surprisingly enough, another option was auto levelers, which should come standard in a 40-foot pusher, but hey. And then we got your 2 slide controls and your 2 slide locks. Got a tilting and telescoping, or at least a tilting steering wheel. May not be telescoping looking at it. And then, let me show you the step cover. Push a button, comes out, and then it can hold a good amount of weight. I'm about 200 pounds, and I can definitely stand on that. We did upgrade the TV in here. As you can see, it goes a little bit wider than the original housing. They definitely had a tube in here. Storage left, and then your 10-disc CD changer, taking up a whole bunch of room. Then you got hookups for, you know, what is that? Switch, power switch, satellite. Put DVD players, game systems in there, whatever you want. And over here, what do we got? Blu-ray player, another switch box, whole bunch of coax cables, and then more storage. The only complaint I have found in this whole coach, I got 2 of them. One of them, it had a little bit of water damage right above the door. This is the only area I found it, so that's a good sign. And then number 2, flooring's been completely redone, which is generally a plus. You have 1 or 2 of those little gaps. So, man, you know, small complaint. These things do flex while you drive, so I ain't gonna hold it against them, but. All right, so slide out number 1. Follow the finger. Dinette and your Rest Easy Ideal Rest, I think is what it's called, sofa. And then on the other side, that corner all the way down for the kitchen right there houses the kitchen and a jackknife sofa. So let's actually start on the other side. Well, no, we'll start up front at the passenger seat. Does have an extension. Of course, they swivel, pretty standard for Class A's. 6-way power, except for the leg rest and the back extension and the swivel. Those are all manual. This one was used pretty heavily. It's all original leather in here. I love Winnebago leather, even after, you know, almost 20 years. It looks decent. It needs a good cleaning, but it's spider cracked a little bit. If I showed you, say, a Thor out there, now after a few years, their seats are going to look worse than this. Driver's seat looks a little bit better, surprisingly enough. Still got the little stress, you know, crack things over there. Adjustable armrest, same 6-way power seat. And then, of course, we have your slide out. Number 1. So the dinette does extend. I can't remember. We'll double check under the bed if there's 2 additional chairs, but it does extend out a decent amount. And you got 3 drawers there, drawers over there, and some storage under it too. All right, sorry about that. Had a customer walk into the RV while we're here doing our video. I completely lost track of where we are. I'm thinking we were somewhere around this slide out, which houses the table and chairs, of course, and your Rest Easy Ideal Rest sofa, which is kind of cool. These are one of my favorite sofas in the business because they have an extension with a leg rest, and then when you press this beautiful magical button, they lay completely flat and turn into a sleeping area. Now, it almost turns into a queen bed in terms of size. You, of course, have a little bit of undulation on it. You know, it's not going to be perfectly flat, but both sides will come out, and then you have like a little gap right here, you know, that amount of space on both sides. But you can definitely fit 2 adults on here decently comfortably, which is good because you have 3 separate sleeping areas, and this is your other one, which is a jackknife, which actually, we'll show you that extension in a second. I want to show you this jackknife. So I was very surprised at, oh, let's get you a better view. My gosh, how wide it is. Can't set up both sleepers at the same time. But look at this main cushion right here. This is one of the biggest jackknife sofas I've ever seen in terms of width. I laid on it. You know, I'm 5'9". I can fit in between. It does get a little tight if you're taller, but very nice in terms of sleeping capability. Technically, they're going to say up to 6. All right, let me get all this back into position. We'll continue this tour. All right, as you can see, both that couch is back. Well, I guess both couches are back into position. So above the couch, we do have 3 drawers. They're all connected down to there. Same concept above the dinette, all connected. Decently deep, what, about 18 inches roughly. And then those aren't nearly as deep. They're about a foot deep. And they're a little bit harder to access just because they're by the dinette. But what are you going to do? It's more storage. Now, of course, I'll forget it if I don't show you now. So let's take a peek at the printout. 63 grand is our selling price. 68,000 miles. We went over a lot of that. Your specific floor plan is that guy right there. And then try to keep this dang camera from going all over the place. I did highlight the options. There's only a couple things not in this coach. A lot of the furniture options. And then here is the second page of that. If you want any like physical copies or me to email these copies to you, I totally can. I'll put all my contact info on the screen at the end of the video. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text, and let me know how I can help. So one thing, I think I mentioned it while we were on the roof, but it is a basement AC system with an additional rooftop AC. It's like 103 here in Tucson today, and this thing is chilly. It's actually phenomenal. All right. Your kitchen is pretty cool. It's not nearly as big as some other RV kitchens, especially in terms of counter space, but it's very, very usable. So let me step back here and show you all the storage. Look at this madness. So we'll start up top. Good storage there. A double wide one there with the power for the microwave. Nice big standard size microwave. Not a convection because we do have the stovetop and the oven. Nice little liquor cabinet over here to the right, or, you know, coffee cabinet, something like that. They also added like little extra magnetic pieces to help keep it opposed from just the metal latches, and it does keep it in place pretty well. Big old drawer down below that. We got 4 drawers in between. So, and then this way I can show you this storage under the sink, which actually isn't that big because this whole thing is a pull-out. got area for the Corian covers. It's got a whole bunch of storage. It's got a fire extinguisher, and it pushes completely out of the way and will, come here, will latch into place. Very cool. Soap dispenser, water dispenser, extension on the faucet, dual bay sink. They lost their Corian covers. They found one that doesn't match, and then they have one that's open. So, I don't know, a little interesting. What are you gonna do? And then you got one more drawer over here. This is all kind of for a technician. This does lift up when the slide comes in. As you can see, all those lines will move with the slide. We have a central vac system. We have a dustpan. I'm sure you knew that because we saw it outside. Oh my gosh. Now, you could say that's not a counter depth fridge. Totally has been changed. You have a Samsung French door, fridge and freezer. Nice and big. Does it have water? No water dispenser. Who cares? You got water over at the sink. And then you do have a nice big deep freezer. And then is that 2 different types of ice, or is that just an extra little storage cubby? Who knows, but you at least got ice in there. All right. That's mainly the galley area. Next up, we got bedroom and bathroom and all that fun stuff. But I definitely wanted to give you guys a good peek up here. This is a pretty cool coach. Do have pocket doors, real pocket doors. There's one there. There's one right there. Light controls. And then all the kind of house controls, generator, LP, level testers, thermostat, engine heater. Behind this nice big door is your bathroom with a medicine cabinet, sink, and a whole bunch of drawers. Toilet right there with a sprayer and even more storage. There's a lot of storage, all TP in there. Big medicine cabinet. We do even have a fantastic fan in here too. Towel rack. I don't know if I've seen an RV bathroom door without towel racks. Right across from that, dispensers, and then let's cut the Olay and dial out. That's pretty funny. Does have a seat. Does have a oh shit handle with some stereo. Oh, I was gonna say calcium buildup, but it's just that. I'll fix that. And then one of the options was literally a handheld shower faucet. So this has that. Decent sized pan. Not a big fan of the door. Some people like these, some don't. The only thing I don't like, if you, oh, damn it, I was supposed to catch that. But if you accidentally hit it, it slams shut exactly like that. Kind of why I don't like it. But you know, they do completely block it out. It's not like a glass door where you can see everything behind. Like I said, additional. Oh, it's got an additional lock on it. Well, you got another pocket door there, some lights, big picture window in the bedroom, big mirror, another big picture window, 6 total drawers down below. They're all the same depth. They're not very deep, as you can see. They're the same depth as this cabinet. And then another upgrade on the TV. Generally, they had like a TV that slid out in this corner, and you watch it right there. It was probably like a 19-inch. Nice upgrade. Added a piece of wood, mounted a TV on it. This will still, you can still undo that and get back there if you want the storage. These are water lines for the washer dryer, which I think they took out because this event had one at one point. Your closet, the other side, full wall closet in the rear. I guess I could sit down right here, which is nice. Got a couple wardrobe areas there. Got a screen. Got to figure out where these blinds go. That was added by the previous owner. All right. Like I said, combo washer dryer area. And they did all these steps too with that wood, and it actually looks pretty good. You got your engine access over there. Sleep Number King air mattress with all your vacuum stuff, but no additional chairs for the dinette. So that's kind of unfortunate, but you know, who really wants to travel with more than 2 people in an RV? We have a small drawer right here. Oh, that's actually taller than I expected. Your Sleep Number controls for the bed, firmness, both left and right side. 3 drawers as usual, connected all the way over. And you do have day and night shades throughout, and then 2 on the slide out. That's practically the bed, or yeah, that's practically the bedroom. So last but not least, let me put all the slides in so we can give you guys an idea what this thing looks like. It's all closed up. Let you on your way. I'll be right back. And here we are all closed up. Passenger side, driver's side. Now, you can't really set up the sleeping areas or the leg extension, maybe the jackknife technically. You wouldn't really be able to extend the dinette or the little pull-out drawer here for the kitchen, but you can access everything in here. You can do dishes, you can make a sandwich, you can get a beer, you can go to the bathroom, you can shower. Let's show you. There we go. That's how you open it. You can shower. The only thing you can't do is walk in front of your bed or access those 6 drawers. You could roll across and get to the washer dryer, get to part of the closet. You can't get under the bed either, but decently accessible. I mean, very, very usable while you're traveling without having to pull over. All right, let's show you from the outside. Let's hope this guy doesn't hit our, we're good. And here, I even closed all the window awnings for you. Might be a little bright on this side, but only one slide right here and a 1 window awning on the other side, 2 slides, 2 window awnings. I really appreciate you guys viewing this video. If you have any questions, contact me. I got an email and a phone number I'll put on screen for you. This is currently for sale in Tucson, Arizona at Padada RV Center. 63 grand, $62,995. Thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day, guys.